Did you know I got
Hello, this is Shanda Baby Tara, and I'm doing a read on Miss Melania Trump came out today. What is the truth here about her statements, or the main point as to what she was trying to convey today? She did a press conference where she was stating that she is not connected to Nasty Jeffy or to the files, and that she is not a victim of Jeffy, and that she was just following her husband to parties. Everything said here is just allegedly. So, what we go and start off with is the energy surrounding her. All right. The energy surrounding Miss Melania is the Seven of Pentacles. This is somebody who is gathering up their things. And when I originally put down the cards, it felt like somebody that was preparing for a natural disaster, where you get your battery pack, you get your food. This woman is preparing for something to happen, and she is trying to get out in front of it with her words. This is the Mother of Sticks. She assumes, she is speaking boldly. This is about her money, Ten of Pentacles, and not just her money, but Baron's money, her grandkids' money, things like that. This woman is, we got the Three of Sticks here, which is out into the future. This woman is thinking beyond this point in time and going beyond the future and thinking about her coins. All right. So she is getting everything together. I feel like, I don't know, she feels like something is happening. I don't know what this particular event is, but she is in her forethought and she's ready to proceed without it. This is the Four of Knives. This is resting. This may be somebody that's sick, i.e. Dumpity dementia man. I don't know. She feels like she is being judged. She is in the spotlight. This is Mrs. Aunt Caroline here. She is, from this card, she feels like, I feel like this is in the future. She wants to not be known as the person who kind of went along with it, even though there's not a lot of light and day. I mean, a lot of, difference, a lot of difference between her and her husband, Dementia Don. There are some things that she's a little bit more decent with. Everything said is allegedly. So she wants this to be known and this to be permanent. Something permanent is getting in front of the camera right here. All right. Making this memorialized in a way. So I don't know particularly what she's thinking about, but then she's also in a confused state because we have the maybe card here. Maybe I'm confused, don't know what I want. Sometimes you're good, sometimes you're bad, and I think this is her relationship and her status with Dementia Dawn. It has been good in a way because she's been able to get all the limited funds that she never would have had had she stayed in Ukraine. So let's see. Definitely some money and stacking some money up, trying to get some daylight between her and this person. There is some event that she is knowing that is coming up. And two, we've got past triggers, things that have triggered this situation, that we have her coming out and speaking on. I feel like this was her days back in Ukraine when she didn't have any money, and she was thinking about having riches and being offered something, being offered money, coming from Ukraine, trying to marry an American man and get money. This is the relationship. Everything is allegedly, and she's watched several people, maybe in her family or somewhere else, that has been in this situation. She has been in it longer, so she has accrued more wealth dealing with the bullshit of Dementia Dawn. She's accrued a whole lot of wealth, but there was somebody back in her community or even in her family that was in some type of arranged situation like this, and she feels like she doesn't want to get in that particular situation and worried about it up at night. She definitely doesn't want to be poor again in any way, form, or fashion. And when we're talking about poor, we're not talking about me, how poor I am. We're talking about if she doesn't have over $2 or $3 million, 4, 5, 6, 7. She probably wants about a good 100 million in the bank. But if she has like 2 million, she'll feel like she's really poor, and that she's, going back to Ukraine where she started with humble means. And the person that she is in the past was very heartbroken, didn't know what to go back and forth. We got the truck driver here. They pack it back and forth. The person she knew was resistant in leaving the American man or whatever man she had for the money. And she didn't know if she would still communicate with the person or not. But that person had struggles walking away, and she doesn't want to be so indecisive about not walking away from dementia Don. This person was having arguments, fights, and things like that. So she feels at this point like this is a time that she needs to look as if she's physically separated from him, and I feel like she wants to legally separate from him, but she's not sure if this is the right moment, because she don't really care whether he's in office and they have a divorce or anything like that. She's not that type of person that really cares about that much. She just wants it to be a perfect timing for her money to be straight, and also for, and then if he's just, completely, gets out of here and goes to the other side of the curtain, then she'll get extra money, okay, because she waited around. But it's getting really hard for her to wait around, allegedly, because she can't stand the ground he walks on. So she's doing that. Let's see, we got here. Well, let's go. 1, 2, now 3. All right, 3. 3 is the likely outcome of this. This is her moving on and moving somewhere else. I do feel like she's going to move to another country. All right. This is her moving on. This is her finding love or moving on with some other significant boo here. Everything is allegedly. So she'll be moving on with a boo and giving all the love, and she'll have the coins. All right. And she will be able to secure the coins for her son, because that's what she wants, herself to live well, and she wants her son and her grandchildren, like generational wealth, she wants to pass on to Baron and his offsprings. May God be with them. We've got transgender, and we got Miss Robinson, which is the devil card. She wants to completely cut off her life. This is the likely outcome, her completely cutting her life off. And transgender is just changing everything about yourself and becoming somebody else, moving to another country, marrying somebody else, and forgetting that chapter happened in your life. But that chapter did bring her unlimited wealth and some form of power. All right, let's go to 1, 2, 3, 4. That's over here. So we got 4 is things that are known, okay, dominant things. And I felt like the dominant thing was here, that she was being watched and she was being gossiped about. So she was truly concerned about that, which is she concerned mostly about herself. Anyhow, so she was strong in that feeling. I could feel that she was by herself was mostly what this issue was. There were a lot of different things said about her. This is what the 7 of basket is. Some of it's true, though. In this card of 7 of baskets, they got things in here that's true, some things that's off base, but there are some true things that are happening here. And she felt like she wanted to set the record straight. This is her being decisive with her words. According to her, she's decisive with them. This is her like laying the law down. Okay, that's what she thinks she did, and that's how she perceives that she did it. And she wanted this to be done because in the future, when they go to look over this disastrous part in our history, they gonna say she wants them to say that she did everything by the book. She did everything she was supposed to, even though, because she feels in her heart of hearts that her husband going to be proven guilty about a lot of these things, and things are going to come crashing down on him. She has a heavy feeling, and probably more inside information than we will ever have, that there is something in the works, there is something in the mission, and she don't want anything to take away her money from her grandchildren. You see grandchildren here, and going by the book. So this conversation that she had. She feels like this will put a separation between her and Trump. The separation she needs, that when she makes a break, then, you know, she could say that she don't have to talk about this moment and point in her life anymore. Because when she came out and she made that statement, she was making it like tongue in cheek, like, yes, they should go to the victims of Epstein should go to Congress or something. Like, she wanted them to go there and talk and testify. So she's trying to get her some light and day between her and Dementia Don, because this woman feel like she's on the separating end. Okay, I know they probably don't be together like that, other than the appearances that, you know, she's paid to be at, allegedly. But this seems like she's getting in the background. I feel like the energy is my legal things I'm getting in place. So I don't know what this woman knows, okay? But she knows something, because she's a busy bee in the back in her legal leg room. Because if something happens with this man and the victims, you know, the victims are going to get all of your money if you marry. So it's something she's doing in the background. And now publicly she's trying to ensue that. So when something happens, or when she wants to do something, she's not so attached at the hip to him, where it seems like she is covering up for, you know, pedophiles. I can't say the word on here because it'll knock the algorithm out of the park. Now we got the subconscious here at the bottom. At the subconscious, this woman is hiding secrets. I'm living in the shadows. All right. Something is living in the shadows. She's defending herself against something that is coming. Something is on the rise and something is coming, and it has something to do with a relationship or how somebody is connected to somebody. We got the justice card here. Could be an impending lawsuit, could be an impending legal issue, and it is coming long, it is coming strong. This is the Chariot. This is a movement, force to tilt the scales in one way or the other. This is what and this is controlling it. So she's trying to control the narrative and control how this thing is going to go off. And this is just the unconscious, the things that she's not really looking at and trying to hold on to something. And I guess subconsciously knowing that if something happens and goes off the rails, she will not live the luxury life, and she can never live the life of the commoners like us. Her energy allegedly is, she acts like she's royalty. Okay, so that's kind of how her vibe is coming off, like she's, you know, loyal, you know, royalty, and she could never do that. She could never eat, you know, food from Walmart or something like that. That's kind of what she does. We got the Sun, a 10 of Wands, Temperance, and 5 of Swords. I feel like from her perspective, she thought that things were very, too many things were going on and being said about her, because it's about her. So she had to shine the light on it, all right? And she had to take a tempered, I had to come out very boldly and very strong, but very nice too. Okay, she had to come out acting like a trad wife as well as defending herself. But we got the 5 of Swords. She was tired of being bullied. All right, when her, you know, Dementia Dawn is the king of bully, but she's worried about herself being bullied, because this is a self-centered individual, allegedly. All right. This is somebody trying to craft a story. We've got the Magician trying to put it all together. Yes, look at it my way. This is how it's happening. But you have somebody being very strategic and sneaky here. And we got the Son of Knives and trying to move fast, trying to get ahead of something, trying to get something before something else happens. All right, so that is my reading on what truth is there to her statement. Now, I want to ask about the timing. That's another thing, because it just came out of friggin' nowhere. You know, she just started, you know, coming on the TV and talking about Epstein, and, you know, we're in the Epstein war, and, you know, it was her husband's thing to, you know, get the war going so we wouldn't talk about Epstein. And we'd be in the Epstein war and talking about the Strait of Hormuz, and we'd be so confused and ADHD that we can't focus on more than one thing at a time. I don't know who they think we are, but we can focus on more than one thing at a time. All right. All right, let's see. Why did she come out today? That's what I want to know. What about today she had to do this? Like, what was so pressing? Try to give me what's going on here, Spirit. Let me put these other cards back up in here. These big up in here. No, you know what? I'm going to put them on there. I'm going to do this. All right. What is this timing? What is this timing? What's this timing about? Timing. Next thing. What is this timing? Okay. 1. 2. There is some loss that's coming up. 3. New feelings, new emotions. 4. 9 of Swords, worrying. Oh, what is going to happen? What is going to take place? Let's see. Let me get these cards off the floor. All right. And 5. 5. 3 of Pentacles. Business. Celebration. Something coming together. Working together. Coming in together. Let's see. We got the energies. Why is she doing this at this particular time? We got the 2 of Cups. Something is coming together. This is a timeline that is coming together, and a timeline that only she understands what this timeline is, but this is the time to do this. No matter if it was in war or what it was going on, she was going to do this because she had a particular time set in place for herself. We got 2. The past triggers is loss. She don't want any loss, and the closer she gets to whatever event this is that she's looking forward to happen, she knows that this event will cause loss, and she's trying to cut the losses short, is what I'm saying. So this is something that has a deadline. She's aware of this legally, that there's a cutoff point or something she needs to do. This woman is really frantic. I feel her energy is frantic, like she's trying to get out of a locked room before it fills up with water. Just allegedly, everything on here is allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Only said by a country psychic right here. Let's keep it going. Let's go to 3. Likely outcome. Ace of Cups is a new energy, a new offer of emotions. She thinks that this is a moment in which the public would be more receptive to her because we are in a war time setting. We are here. And that if she has a separate vibe from Trump or whatever he's saying, that this is a time that it will be more conducive for her to be heard. This is an atmosphere that she is picking up on. Okay, I don't know if she's correct, but like I'm saying, that's the atmosphere that she's picking up on. That this is the time, okay? Some particular time where she can wait on some new emotions, and she got some new emotions herself. This woman is very trapped in this marriage, allegedly, and she wants out, and she wants out now. And it's taking a lot of people to talk to her and telling her to stay in this marriage. We got, when I cut the deck, we got woman and we got married. When I cut the deck, that's what I got there. So somebody is telling her to stay and, wait it out until he kicked the bucket, allegedly. But this is, I'm married, I'm still splitting the deck, and this is Scorpio. We got passion, intensity, emotions. This woman, then this is also financial affairs of the partner. She's ready to go on with whoever that other person she is. She hot and heavy for that dude, allegedly. And she's really ready to move on with her life, and she can't wait. As much as we can't wait, she can't wait until he get on up out of here. We got to cut the deck again. This is I'm married. And this right here is the card of clearing, removing the clutter. Oh, Lord. The sky is clearing, breakthroughs. Make sure to clean your glasses before viewing. Safe place in dangerous places. All right. So this woman could be allegedly getting some type of threats. Okay. Allegedly from Donald. From Dementia Donald, could be getting some kind of threats because she's real antsy and she may not want to show up at the places in which she is supposed to show up. We got 4, the known dominance and what she's aware of. She's aware of that she's not sleeping. This is probably weighing on her mental health, and she just had to get this out. Okay, let's go ahead and put some more cards on there, especially the middle one. Let's do the two of cups, the 2 of cups. A new, this is the 2 of cups and the Ace of Pentacles. New money. She needs to take the money, some of the money that is not attached to Trump. She wants to separate it as to not have it within the laws of being collected upon. So if somebody wants to collect something or they want to take him to court or something like that, then her money want to be attached to his. So I think this timing again is something to do with something that a legal team has told her. Okay, her legal team has told her something about a money and a date and something she needs to do by this time or that time, or something she needs to show when she gets ready to make this complete and utter split with this man. Hold on, let's see. She's watching and she's waiting for some perfect time. This was the time she was watching and waiting for. She thought that if 2 factors were going on, then this is the time that she would come out and say what it is that she said. All right. This is the top with past triggers. In the past, there have probably been some type of financial situations where she has lost money, or where he has been married a lot to different people, and she may have saw their situation. Okay, so this past is telling her to get prepared. I think she has been getting prepared, but again, this is not getting prepared. Somewhat getting prepared. It's like she had some things in place, but I feel like this woman is actively putting in place what it is she planned for some time back. All right, and she's getting busy, and she's just starting, public facing with doing away with him. Hermit, that's not being with people, shying away from this person, Dementia Don, allegedly. So she's going to be seen less and less, not like she was seen so much with him, but she wants to be seen less and less, and she wants to be away from him. She wants to be that song called One Call Away. That's all she want to be, one call, and not in the room with her. This is 3. The likely outcome is that she'll be getting a new love and a new relationship. So she'll be moving on. She'll be moving on to some other country with her and Barron. We'll be receiving updates on her, whoever cares, when all of this is said and done. All right, message in a bottle. All right. What you looking at me, girl? I have anyone care about her. Like, she'll be like some tabloid bimbo or something, allegedly. Yeah, tabloid bimbo. Let's see what's going on. No. Every word that is this in the past, I don't know, because she had that rest in BITCH face. But in the past, every word that man spoke was getting on her nerves. And every word he spoke was keeping her up at night. And it was making her life very much more dangerous. She's a very nervous individual. She's nervous when she's out in public. Oh, my gosh, she is nervous. I could just see her. And she always looking around like someone is at her or going to get her. I would mention what my mother say, but this channel probably is not the best place for that, what she's looking around for. Somebody who knew her back when she was a lady of the night, allegedly. All right, just allegedly, and this is only for entertainment purposes only by your country psychic. So this man is getting on her goddamn nerves here, y'all. And every word he say, stupid word he say, is grating her. Some of the stuff he says she don't truly believe what he talking about. It's not her beliefs, and some of these things are just so wildly crazy till they just making her in Baron's life unbearable, and she thinks that they're going to get murked every second of the day, and she can't wait to be through with this marriage and through with this country as well. She going somewhere else and enjoying her life. 3 of Pentacles, unknown in the subconscious is how this going to work out. So she was like, she don't know how it's going to work out, but some things are coming together that she see, and she said, this is my moment, and I'm going to do it. And also somebody told her, gave her guidance on going out, and someone wrote that for her as well. All right, because y'all know she liked to steal speeches, allegedly. But someone wrote that for her because she would never know how to say that, however she said it. So she said it in the broken English to the person in the nonsensical way, and then they go ahead and put it in a meaning, that everybody can find palatable. I can't even talk, palatable. So we got the 5 of Swords. She was just tired of being bullied, tired about the words, and it just had came to a complete head with her, and she was wanting to go out in much revealing or shining some light on it as she could. Because if she continued to stay silent, then we just assumed that she was in it with the pedophiles, and she knew everything was going on, and that she was probably doing something like that. Maybe she wasn't with Epstein, okay? Allegedly, we can say maybe she wasn't with Epstein, but she was with somebody or something, So I do believe that she was, in personal opinion, and that's all, and allegedly. And just entertainment purposes, I just felt she was doing some type of form of lady of the night, pay for play. If you get my thing, you know what I'm talking about. I just feel like that's what she was doing. She was riding bikes from Ukraine all the way to the United States, riding bikes. So you take that what you want to take it, what she was doing. So this is all just allegedly. She rode bikes from Ukraine, rode that bike all the way to the United States till she got on Trump's bike. All right, thank you. Bye-bye. And please like, share, and subscribe.